Okay, I have a new appreciation for my father, for Doug, for all the people we've painted cars for. The cut and buff process is terrible. Okay, even as shiny as the car is, my dad doesn't want me to do this.
No, I say buff it the way it is, but he wants the sand on it.
I want to see what my new tool, DA sander, and 3000 grit does here. It dulls it pretty dang quick.
Oh yeah.
I can see my little imperfection spot there. Little piece of trash.
You're gonna have to get the buffer and the cream to see.
Oh, do a spot.
Yeah.
I might take
Yeah,
that.
see, you still have the imperfections there.
I see that. Yeah. So, should I wet sand that piece of trash?
That's what they say to do.
Ooh, a little bit of powder came out. Well, how far do I go down?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Well, it's dull.
That's probably all you need.
There's all the clear coat. You see it?
Yep.
Maybe that's all I'll need to come back over it with the paste.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Alright, I've sanded a couple of the little high spots that you can see a little circle of shiny around. Before I go sanding more, we're going to try...
Where have you done it? Right here?
Yeah, just, I'd say, put it right there and let's see what happens. Be sure to sling it in every hole that there is possible.
No, just go slow. It's variable speed.
Something wrong with the plug?
No.
Oh.
this is really what you're supposed to use number one with to really cut it. Okay, see what it did to where you stopped there?
What do you mean?
See, it's dull. And then it's shiny. I'm wiping it and it doesn't take the dull out.
Yeah, but
Where
this
you-
is
Yes,
where
where
I sanded. It's way more non-variegated.
that's to cut it. Need more cream.
Let me try that area.
Yep. Can't believe it. At that there.
Well, and when
Now
I,
you can go out to the edge.
yeah, I'm gonna cover all that. Though. I'm not slinging this shit all in there.
Well, you should now. I just
Well,
don't
maybe
want-
not.
Wow, that's heavy.
Not do that. It's
Can't
not,
help. It's heavy. I only
Set
had
it down. You can hold it.
No, it's fine up here. I didn't
I
think
know.
it was
Just
going to be that heavy.
yeah. That's.
The rags over there, the clean.
I think I need to sand it a little farther down than that.
Wipe it and see. Yeah, that's because it's a new thing.
It's still not like a mirror.
Well, that's only 3. That's not the number 2 or and the 1.
Well, I don't think. I
highly
think you
buffed.
got to get that variegatedness out of it first.
Well, then that's what you need, number 1 and cream.
That's better.
Oh, to get that out of there, it's going to pinch it.
That's
Yeah.
slicker.
Yeah, wipe it here where you've never buffed on it. Yeah, you feel more on this than you feel on this. It's knocked a lot of the little nitpicky
Yeah,
things.
I need to sand it to slick it up.
Well, then you need to sand more.
I need to sand more than that. But I don't want to go too fast too soon.
Oh, I know. You can. And you've got what, 2,000 on there?
I was sanding with 3,000.
3,000?
But to get these little imperfections, like see this is still shiny. Let me see if I can get that on the camera. It's still a high spot right there. Yeah,
but
that,
if it's-
that might pick it up right here. There's just a little imperfection that maybe I can sand that farther. So what are you destroying over here?
Just drop the light. Still works. I didn't know if the light would make it show up better. Not really.
Oh,
Right there.
yeah, it's just a little high spot that I need to concentrate on with sandpaper and sand that down some, and hopefully not burn through something. Tip up, don't
Yeah.
sand that edge. Nope, I still see a shiny ring around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't really. There's a little spot there. But thing is, they might be too deep.
Yeah, I know.
See, it made it dull.
Well, we don't want to go.
I know you don't want
I don't want to take all the clear off of it.
I know.
So I may have to deal with a few little imperfections. But I think cutting it is going to get, I mean, this feels really slick.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I can feel a lot of little trash in it. And you can see the trash.
Oh yeah, and it knocks most of that all off of there.
Yeah, you can see little bits of trash in it. Yeah, I don't know how it'll turn up in the camera, but I can see them. So, and I may not go crazy. I may just, in the scallops, may just knock a couple off, but I don't want to lose all that reflective blue. I mean, that blue is crazy.
I'd say go over it like you just did.
But the blue pearl is underneath clear too.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm not gonna, okay. I was just thinking I'll sand it off, taking the clear down, but.
No. If you sand with the 2000 over the whole car, especially if you were to wet sand it.
It's 3, but maybe I should
3,000.
hand wet sand, do you think?
Well, I would use that little
Or
buffer.
use that to do the whole top big areas and then come along by hand and do the edge of things.
And then do your 3-stage 3M system with the cream and the different pads. Make sure we have all the right pads for it. You might have to get some new pads.
Yeah, maybe I'll.
And then go over the car, and it should be as best as you can get it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I like the sound of that. Next steps on the charger.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Okay, so as nice as this paint job was, I'm doing what I didn't want to do. I called today, and to have someone come out and cut and buff this thing is $200 per panel. I don't even know if I'm in the shot. $200 a panel, so $200 for the fender. $200 for the hood, $200 for the fender, $200 for the door, $200. Maybe the top is. What did you say? They charge you twice for the top?
That might be 2 panels.
So over $2,000 to have a local Jacksonville guy come out here and cut and buff this. So I decided
You're cutting and buffing yourself.
I decided I got $2,000 in my butt that I can get out here. So we're doing the work. We're doing the work. We're doing the work. I'm baby stepping. You baby stepping?
I'm baby stepping.
You baby stepping?
Yep.
So I've about got this to where it's all flat. Pretty close. Painter's DA. Get one of these. They're like $300.
Still 800?
800 grit. First pass. Then I'm going to do 15. I started 15 on the fenders earlier, and it took a long time to get it, like, really sanded down where you couldn't see any, like, shiny spots. But 800 grit now. I'll come back with 15. I'll come back with 3,000. But I want that super flat look.
Yeah.
And I think I've got half the top done, so let's see. Alright, I think that's the look we're going for.
That looks good to go.
Yeah, unsanded over here. Yeah, pretty dull. Just a little along the edge there, still kind of shiny, but I don't want to burn through, so I might come back with my hand and just do some of that. Yeah, all my little trash is all coming out. It's all doing pretty good, and I don't think I've burnt through anywhere. Yeah, so I'll save you the heartache of watching me do this for 100 more hours. Yeah, getting there.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
Yeah, just
Okay, so in this light, you can kind of see some variegated shiny spots that I need to hit further. That's pretty dull over here, but from here, yeah, very shiny right here. So all that's like orange peel that needs to come out, so this is my first time ever doing one. So, ooh, look at the trash right there. Ooh, what's the trash there, trash there, trash there, trash there. Coming out though. Man, I hate sanding this car.
I know, but it's what you do have to do to get
I know,
a
I know.
polished, nice, beautiful finish.
I know, I just don't like doing this at all. Sanding a perfectly painted car.
You fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that
Okay, so what Pops just said was I'm using 800 and I've got this side all flat. If I was using my 1500, it would take me a lot longer to get that as flat as this. So, start with 800. Well, there's a dot there. I don't like that dot. You can't even see it. I don't like that dot right there. Yeah, so 800. You've seen I did some passes in time lapse, probably 3 or 4 times across, going pretty slow, but I still need more. It's still got shiny spots. All right, just for grin's sake. Flat top fender, shiny, shiny, shiny. Gotta sand all this down. Sanding it all down again. Goodness gracious. And you can see, hopefully you can see a little bit of reflective in this surface. I gotta take it down a little farther. Yeah, I can see just some shiny spots in there, just variegated. I need to do it more. Okay, scary part. I've got both sides done. minus the trunk deck, the Dutchman, the hood, and the cowl. The sides with the stripe turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And I've built enough confidence with sanding with the 800 to get all the little trash out of it. If you can see all the little trash pretty good in the light, you can see a lot of little trash. Yeah, there's some dirt and stuff too. But all the sanding I've done has taken every little circle shiny spot out of it. So I'm gonna wipe off the hood, get all the dirt off of it, and clean that, and then start on this. I got some paper underneath, so this is up above, so I'm not cutting into the fender. But I've been very careful around every edge, sanding it with the 800, and then the next step will be 1500 over the whole thing, and then 3000 over every panel as well, and then start buffing. I'm hoping for the best, but so far I haven't burnt a single edge. You can see the edges are still shiny along here, and right along the edge I still need to go over this fender some and there's some shinies right next to the edge and do some of the final areas. You can see on this fender that it's still shiny here. I haven't done anything here by hand, but this is still shiny, maybe 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch away from the edge, that I need to come back and do by hand. And maybe the 1500 will do that, but you can see down the top edge of the fender, hopefully, that everything is still shiny. I've been trying to do my best to stay away from edges. So, time-lapse time, sand the hood.
Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no.
Alright, hopefully it'll come out, but I got a dot right there. And then you can kind of see it's a little variegated here. Shiny spot, trash in it, because I've not focused on that edge, and one shiny right there. Hopefully that comes out. Yeah, oh, piece of trash there too, so I gotta focus on that. Otherwise, all that trash is coming out. Oh, I hope this turns out.
Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous, 'cause I broke all their cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. best to give me your loyalty. Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty. Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
Okay, I have a new appreciation for my father, for Doug, for all the people we've painted cars for. The cut and buff process is terrible. Even this car, it's the best car I ever painted. Super slick. You've seen it in other videos, I'm sure, if you're a fan of Clark's Place. It was very, very slick, great clear coat finish, and it was terrible when you go to sand it, man. So 800 over the whole car. It's been at least a week that I've spent. This was 2 hours getting this to where this is super slick. Every panel is at least an hour to sand the panel with 800 wet sanding, and then go back and cut all the edges in. It's terrible. I don't ever want to do this again. I got a 67 Charger I'm gonna do, and that might be the last one I ever do, because this is terrible. Hire a cut and buff guy, and when they want like $3 to do your car, I got a quote for this. It was $2,000. They said $200 a panel to cut and buff. It's worth every penny. Don't do it yourself. This is terrible, but it's turning out perfect. I got a few little shiny spots around 800 over the whole car first, and now I'm going back over the whole car with 1500. I'm just gonna wet sand on the Painter's DA again. It's a slower speed, less aggravative, and then 3000, and then I think I'll be ready to cut and buff. The number 1 3M says it takes out 1200 scratches, so I think if I go 1500 then 3000 sand, it's pretty well slick and smooth. If you look at it across anything, it's highly reflective now. And before, when it was really shiny, before I cut it, it was pretty shiny, but not like this is gonna be. So I'm praying turn out great. Okay, so the 1500 is actually still cutting it. I can see milkiness and what's being removed. So I'm just hitting it very quickly and doing the whole car. Okay, last night finished 1500, sanded everything. Just went over it with the painter's DA. And if you don't have one, if I haven't said this already, the painter's DA is slower, less vibrating, does great work. It was amazing. I don't know if my normal DA, spinning as fast as it was, I would probably have burnt through a lot of places. I burnt through one little bitty spot. I'll show you. And I just left all the trash all over the car. But you can see I burnt that little red, went through the clear, went through the red, and then the white sealer is right underneath. So that's my one little spot I'm gonna have to touch up. But I'm going to today wipe all this down. Like I said, I just went last night and went over the whole car. I haven't done from this body line down. That's still all shiny. I'm gonna wait and do that on the lift there. But I think I'm gonna hit it all with 3000. Wipe it all first, then hit it all with the 3000. Hopefully be super polished, and then come back with the number 1, 2, 3 system. Maybe I'll start on 2, considering I've got it down to 3000. I'm not sure how it'll polish up. This is the first car I've ever done like this, so we'll see. Okay, so it's all 1500'd. All wiped down. What do you think?
Yeah, beautiful.
I see a couple little shiny spots here and there around some edges. These edges here are still shiny. I didn't sand those.
No.
See a little bit of reflection of a little bit of trash here and there, but I don't want to take all the clear coat off to get a piece of trash that might be down too low.
To the color. Yeah.
To the end of the color. Yeah, that trash might be in the color. So I'd say I'm 95% there as far as no shinies anywhere.
Maybe the 3000
Maybe
will finally get
You
it.
can see around where the stripe goes up onto the cowl there, a little bit of shiny next to this stripe.
Yeah.
But I think I've just gotta be happy with it. I don't want to ruin an edge, right, that has the pearl, that, and has clear coat over it. I sanded to where you can't even feel.
Yeah, you can't even feel the 440.
Just a little bit of a wiggle that you can tell something happened there. But
Yeah.
people are gonna freak
But
that's not a stripe.
there's no edge. You can't get a fingernail. It's like you can't really
Yeah.
feel it anyway.
But people are gonna think it's a decal.
Yeah.
And then, or that's a decal on top of
Right.
white painted, and it's like,
not.
no, it's all paint. There's no stickers on this car.
No.
Well, there'll be some, probably on the frame rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wet sand 3000 now. Go over the whole car again, wet sanding with the 3000.
Wipe it down, start
and
buffing.
then Jimmy buff it.
Yeah. Gonna be what's that song?
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yeah, gonna start Cheeseburger Paradise in it.
Okay.
I know.
That's buffing it.
There's another one song here. I can't think of it.
I don't know. What's a Jimmy Buffett song? I only know
I can't think of them.
I just know Cheeseburger in Paradise for the restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm not a Buffett fan.
Margaritaville. Margaritaville time.
It's Margaritaville time.
That's right.
That means we got a Buffett. What'd you say about the palm sander? I said it earlier, but you can say it too.
It's like the bee's knees.
It's the bee's knees.
That thing is nice.
Okay, so I've got these foam-backed 3000s. I'll probably just use one over the whole car. Maybe I'll
I mean,
get
it
two out.
almost feels like it's like a denim.
Yeah, there's not much to it,
There's not much to it, no.
but you can feel it gripping.
It grips.
It's starting to set. So I'm
And all
gonna.
it's supposed to do is remove the 1,500 scratches.
That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah. To make it even more like glass.
And you like the palm sander too, huh?
Oh yeah, just watching, it floats over everything. And if you happen to twist as you're sanding, that's what I show. If you're sitting there and you push on it too much, it doesn't grind away.
It's not a grinding wheel.
No, it just kind of vibrates. So, really nice.
Sorry about that. Continue.
Yeah, it's just really nice. Oh, I missed it again.
Not get it centered.
Not.
Just put one edge right on it.
I don't know that it's that good there. No, it's not bad.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll
That'll
do.
do. So here's the other good thing about it is it's
Slow.
slow, but you can crank it up. It could be
A
hold
polisher.
on. I've just been going pretty slow like that,
Yeah.
and then with the friction, ooh, get rid of the caliper.
That'll burn you because that's so slick.
So, time to wet sand. Okay, we used some pads. This new stinking pad. This guy. And used number 2 on it. And when we did, it put all kinds of little scratches, little swirl marks in it. And then we weren't going to use the wool, but this is after number 2 with the polishing pad, and it just did not polish it up.
Oh, wow.
And then this is with the number 3. If you can see the light there. Looks pretty close to glass, but you can see the little swirl marks there. And I think there's still some back here. The wool takes out those little swirl marks, but that little polishing pad put all kinds of little imperfections in it. So you gotta start with the wool. But looking pretty dandy.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy some brand new pads, all new pads. And Pops is pulling a polishing pad out of the dirtiest bag I've ever seen.
What's on the outside? These are.
Yeah, the polish on the outside, yeah. I see those things look gray. They're supposed to be white. Oh, they're dirty as hell.
No, that's your cloth, like I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm not using trash pads out of trash bags. This is the final
Hey, look
thing.
at
Hey, look, one clean one out of the bag. Still got dirt and
No, you take
sawdust falling off of it.
you take one of these and you put this over it, and then that can be your high speed with number 3.
All right, we'll see. I doubt
That's
I'm
what
doing
we'll
that,
try on these edges because this is softer than the wool.
but- Okay, we'll see.
Okay, we got it. That'll be a nice pad with number 3 polish that.
You went full speed?
I think so. Faster than that. But you gotta be careful, you gotta get it all spread out so it starts to slink. Yeah, that might be fast enough right there. That thing really goes fast. Number 1. Okay. You just have to be careful not to burn. I'm not. I know I wasn't either. Just kind of the weight of the bumper. Especially on the edge. This needs to hit up here a little bit. Where I need to go crazy. I remember when it would start getting dry like this, that's when it really polished. Oh yeah.
Look at the dirt.
Dirt. Wow. Oh, probably you got up in here.
Maybe.
You got some of the dirt. Wow, look at that right there. It's like a piece of glass.
Uh-huh.
It's at the edge where you hadn't gone really hard,
Yeah.
which you don't want to anyway. But now, I would
GoPro, stop time lapse.
try the cloth.
Oh, it's not time lapsing.
Try the cloth with number 3.
Yeah, that's pretty
Because you
shiny.
got a little haze right here.
That's the best reflection I've seen on it so far.
I know.
That light looks pretty mirror-like. And no scratches in it.
No. Yeah, that's where you got into something there.
Yeah, that's just with number 1. But I'm just scared to death to use those foam pads. That's what I just put all those scratches in it with.
I know. Now we'll do this with number 3.
Skip number 2 step.
Yeah, because you're already shiny as you can be.
No, it can be shinier.
Yeah, it can be shinier. What are you going low?
Why's your thing wobbling?
This is
Oh, it's this. That looks.
Oh.
It looks like it's wobbling, but it's not.
okay. Wow. There you go. That's the nicest finish I've ever been privy to buff on. Man, look at that.
I'm just getting the light reflection. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And I can see a little bit of fogginess in this,
Yeah, because we didn't do that.
and then this.
I could see this was just
doesn't
making
have
it
the
look
fog.
wet.
Yeah, I see.
And it didn't get, there's a little bitty line of those swirl marks.
Oh, I see.
And it's still a
from
little,
here all the way to there,
yeah, it didn't, which you could probably
and
keep
some
going
right here on
over
the
it.
edge because we didn't do the edge hard.
No more foam on this car.
Fog on the edge too, right here.
Yeah, I didn't want to dwell on the
Yeah,
edge.
I didn't. It's fogged all the way back here too.
Yeah,
So. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That's going to be
Paint
good.
job's gonna be great.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going to do good. It's just
Yeah.
those foam pads. I don't know why it puts
I know, because they're trash. They're all old.
Yeah,
They've
but-
all got little minute dirt things that.
You just bought the one.
I know, and you left it out overnight.
Here's the other one.
Yeah, I know.
It's the same thing. Polishing and finishing, but
Maybe it picked up a little dirt and I swirled that paint everywhere. But that wool does a nice job.
yeah, the wool does a great job.
Okay.
And what I always did with those ones, I threw a lot of them away, is when they dry, they say how to clean them. You take a screwdriver while it's spinning, and it just throws all that powder, and you can rinse. I would rinse them in soapy water, and then spin them, and let them dry in the sun, and they're like brand new the next day.
I see. Okay.
I mean, that's what they said you
Well-
can do.
Maybe we'll do some more here and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. Just with the number one so far. That's
Really polished.
looking like it polishing up. Just
Took
I
all
can
the
see a
color.
little bit of fogginess right at the edge.
But the terry cloth buffer will probably do that unless you want to run it over.
I may run the wool over
Maybe
it.
the
just-
little one.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, see what that did. If anything.
Yeah, it's a little better. There's still a little bit right there.
Oh, yeah. I can
Yeah, there's some there too.
see. Might need the big wool pad. But the little one I used to get all in here and get most of it, and then I
Yeah.
came back with the big wool and did it some more.
Yeah.
And all the fender polished out pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think you've wiped it. Yeah. Oh, that looks so much better.
Yep, looking good.
Yep.
Coming along. Okay, coming along. Yeah.
Got a reflection.
Yep, you can see the reflection of the hose down in there. Starting to get shiny.
More and more you do.
So we blew out one of the 8-inch pads. Had to get another one. And then I just smoked my Bondo Eater Milwaukee polisher. I guess maybe I had too much pressure. It started smoking out the back, so I started using less pressure. But yeah.
And it quit smoking.
And it quit smoking. We don't smoke anymore, neither one of
It's
us.
too young to smoke. Man, it's warm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It got right to the point of blowing all the circuitry.
Yeah. Cool.
But it's doing pretty good.
All right, now.
I used it to cut in all the little scallop areas.
Yep.
And I taped off the other fender that had been polished in order to do that front edge of the door. And it all looks pretty good. And this is just the number 1 3M polish.
All right, that's it here.
So yeah, the number 1 is doing pretty good.
This
on
stuff
the-
runs
on the
$20
wool.
to $30 to $40, according to where you buy it.
Yeah, a tub,
A bottle,
a bottle.
whatever.
What is that white dot up there? Might have
Look,
to.
you flipped stuff there.
Oh yeah, I know. I flipped it everywhere. It's going crazy. Look at all of it all over my Dynamat.
Here. Look at all over you.
Oh, yep. I got a little bit on me.
Looks like you had a problem with some Pepto-Bismol stuff that dripped all over you. All right.
Getting there. Quarter time. I think it's quarter time. Looking good.
New opportunities.
Yep.
ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. So you can find the
Got
right
some
people.
blue reflection. Got a good light reflection. Still a little foggy in a couple spots that I need to do more, but
Well, your 2 and your 3 will get all that.
it's getting there. Day 147. Got one more side to do in the hood up there. And then hopefully the polish takes out the little swirls. Just noticed there's some foggy areas. Yeah, they're showing up on the camera pretty good. It's looking pretty good, but foggy time. And I don't know what to do. So I'm doing the number 1, just spread out some polish. Doing number 1 with the wool some more. And we'll see how it goes today. Then we're gonna do number 2, number 3. We're gonna go number 2 on it. Poo poo shaboo. So I did the tops of the fenders yesterday and the hood yesterday with the number 2. Still a little bit foggy in some places, but I may do some more number 2. Number 2. A little bit of polish still left on that. But overall, coming out pretty nice. A little bit of a fogginess in there. But the whole time I'm worried about how much clear cut I'm taking off. And you can still see the hood, or the top. You can see the fogginess this way a little more. So yeah, that was the number 1 with the wool. Got it that far. And I'm going to try the 2 on this. There were quite a few. I don't know why the thing shut off, but in any event, there were quite a few swirls on the hood. And almost all that came out with the number 2. So I'm hoping all this will come out. You can see some little swirlies and stuff in here that, yeah, a few here and there. But everything is turning out good. Yeah, you can see my marks from, I did this with the small guy. Lots of little swirls in that. Hopefully the number 2 will take all those out too. But yeah, getting there. I think that'll be it for this video. I'm happy. I'm out of the woods. Seeing that the number 2 is taking all this and making it like glass. Hard to believe we painted this in this garage with all this dirt everywhere. So that's it from Clark's Place for painting the 69 Charger in your garage. I think we did have stuff up in there to draw out, but basically turned out pretty dandy, in my humble opinion. Yeah. All right, see you next vid. Thanks for watching.